Today is a special day. We're taking this young man, or old man really, that just seems like an old man. We're going to take him up to the mountains and we're going to light him on fire. Sounds fairly brutal, but I think it'll be a beautiful thing. So let's go, Mr. Judge. Alright, currently it is 5:50 something a.m. It's showing us getting to the mountains at around 7 o'clock on the dot. Got a beautiful morning down here. We should be there right as the sun's fully coming up. Everybody's going to work right now. God bless you. But stop, get some gas, and we'll head up to the most beautiful thing that's ever existed in the world, the mountains. Let's go. I was so close. 1 second. Alright guys, we made it. Camera doesn't do it as good of justice, but we're here, buddy. We're on the top of a mountain. Still got some fog. Over here you can't really see, but there's another mountain peak over there. And I'm gonna go explore, hike, after I get this my father, the Judge, in Grand Robusto lit up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I hope that's in focus. Luckily, I'm the only one at this overlook, and I don't look foolish. But we got it here. My father, the Judge, in Grand Robusto. I've had the Toro, I've said this before, and it was perfectly fine. Then, after watching Momento's video, again, go check it out. I've shouted this out like 3 times. It made me want to try the Grand Robusto. And boy, am I glad I did. It's an entirely different cigar, dude. Like, it was the best cigar I've ever had. So we're here today, and I want to put that to the test. I want to make sure that my luck wasn't just extremely good that day, and we didn't get some random fluke. I want to make sure that this is, in fact, my #1 cigar of all time. So we're going to find that out today. We're going to go on a little adventure, a little hike. We're in the mountains. Look at what God made. The camera doesn't do it justice, but he's good at his job. All right. So the little spot that I was parked at was getting a little crowded. So I came to this big rock, kind of in an alcove. And I'm going to light and smoke it here. Ew. All right. We got to do the V cut because nothing else fits this. I'm always nervous with V cuts. I'm afraid it's going to explode the wrapper out. Perfect draw, just like the first time. Take the foot band off. Purdy. So I'm heading back down this little trail here. Back to the Jeep, because I don't know, I feel like somebody's gonna stumble upon me in that spot and it's gonna be embarrassing. So we're heading back down to the Jeep. I'm just afraid I'm gonna bother people, because people think cigars are the worst thing in the world for some reason. They just see smoke and they think that's bad, which oftentimes it is, I suppose, but oftentimes it's not, you know. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna, perch up in my little Jeep, the hatchback open, and hopefully nobody has any lip to give me about it. Oh, look at this. Hold on. I didn't think to bring a chair. If I would have found a much better spot out there. But look how beautiful that is. All right. So I said F4'd it. I'm just gonna do it here in the Jeep. The only downside is I'm looking at the most beautiful view in the entire world, and you were looking at me and my gut, my big fat man boobs. But I botched the V-cut a little bit. It's cattywampus, and the cap is kind of wanting to give me trouble, which is why I always am terrified of V-cuts. But let's hop back in this windless void here and light this thing up. Again, I'm just gonna lean forward, I'm not gonna do that. I'm so curious to see if this was a fluke or if this was the real deal, the best cigar I've ever had in my life. So I'm very excited. These aren't ideal circumstances. Normally I'd be at home in my little porch lounge, but this is so pretty, it's hard not to enjoy the F-word out of this. And it's so hard lighting cigars in daylight like this. The one thing about the Judge is the draw is so open, which I love. That's got to be lit. Yeah, that's good. There's just something about this cigar that just drives me bananas, and I can't tell you exactly what. As far as aesthetically, I love the shape. It's like a chubby little short, fat box press, soft box press. It's fun, man. It gets me excited. There's a bee right here. I don't think he likes it. But right off the bat, we got wood, earth, coffee. Let me go again. Spice, man. Pepper, black pepper on this. But yeah, that smooth coffee, earth, black pepper. Very fancy tasting. So a lot of people were saying, this doesn't deserve cigar of the year. This doesn't. I really think it does. I think everything about it, aesthetically, taste, draw, construction, everything makes it what it is. And on top of that, hold on, I'm gonna touch this little area up. On top of that, $13.50, something like that at my local B&M, which don't ever smoke cigars. Don't ever do it. That's for YouTube, so I don't get in trouble. 13 bucks, that's so accessible, and it's everywhere. So anybody can go grab the cigar of the year and have a blast with it, and go on the top of a mountain and look at this wonderful view and smoke this thing. That's why I love my father so much. So yeah, I'll check back in if anything changes. Look at this, folks. The iPhone does a much better job at kind of showing. It doesn't do a good job of the scale, but it does a good job of the clarity. But I'm just chilling here in Cedar Rapids, or whatever that Hillary Clinton meme was. But look at this, man. Like, I came here to make the video and I'm having a blast, but also just gotta remember to sit and enjoy this beautiful creation. Thank you, God. Look how insane that is. If I had a bajillion dollars, I'd open a cigar shop somewhere with a view just like this. Imagine a lounge with this view. And you could walk in, you could sit inside, no bugs, no critters, just a beautiful smoke, a nice quality cup of coffee, and then that view in front of you. Oh, dude, in like October, when like the snow's on the ground, just a little bit of snow, I'm getting all jazzed up, dude. I'm having a blast. The spice is really kicking in, and the pepper. So one of the few of my fathers that's just really peppery and not just spice. So I'm enjoying it. It's a nice little change of pace. Something I think my father should do is release a Grand Robusto in every blend that they have, because it changes the flavor so drastically. Look at the beams of light coming down, dude. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on task, but God's showing off over there, dude. Look at that, man. That's just healing to the soul. But here you can see my botched V-cut. Botched it. Botched toe. That's an Always Sunny Philadelphia reference. Wonderful stick. We're almost to the first band. But man, imagine the new blue. My Father Honduran blue and a Grand Robusto. Imagine all the, like a Connecticut in the Grand Robusto. Or imagine the imagine the Le Bijou 1922 in a Grand Robusto. That would be pretty cool, if you ask me. So look at this beautiful thing, man. People are always like, oh, what's the meaning of life? Oh, like idiots. No, I'm just kidding. But I kind of think that if I had to guess, it's not my place to figure it out, but if I had to guess, I think the meaning of life is having children. Why? Why is that the meaning of life? Not the only thing you can get from it, but having kids is like the one-to-one representation of how God looks at you, dude. Yeah, you. You have a kid, and it can go and, you know, your kid can punch another kid in the shoulder at the playground and kick over a sippy cup of chocolate milk. But you look at that kid when it's taking a nap and you're like, I love you more than anything in the world. That's that's God's way of showing us how he looks at us. Does that make sense? I don't know. Looking at these mountains, I always get, you know, into my feels, as the kids say. I'm on one. Know what I'm saying? I be tripping, know what I mean? So we're a good bit down. I'm like almost halfway. And again, nothing much has changed. It's just a nice leathery, I'm getting a little bit. Very earthy. Spice is still picking up. Pepper is still picking up. But just very earthy. I think this is the earthiest My Father that they make. And I'm a big earth fan. I like it. I enjoy it. But having tried every My Father I have tried, this is certainly the earthiest. But I'm enjoying it. Burns pretty good. Can't complain. All right, I'm calling it here. Spice, wood, earth like crazy, and a little more spice. Was it as good as the first time I smoked it? No. But the first time I smoked it, it had time to rest for about a month and a half. This had about 4 days, 5 days. So that's probably where it came from. But anyway, it's time to head back down the mountain, and I'll have my ears popping, and I can't wait to get home and edit all these videos I have. I have like 3 or 4 videos to edit, and I'm genuinely excited to edit, which is usually never the case. But on the Cigar channel, you guys got me jazzed up. I'm having a blast. I got a haircut. Cigar was great. Finishing off, same notes as before. I need to go home and get my beard trimmed up, but definitely would recommend. If you see it, grab it. If you haven't had it, you have to try it. When I say it wasn't as good as it was the first time, it's still incredible. just that first time was the best. So, you know, somebody just ran into the curb right next to me. Anyway, thank you for watching.